Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. Libra, there is someone here who is still very much in love with you, but look how they've got themselves all tied up here. Okay, it's like they're hanging right in the opportunity. Okay, but look how they've chained themselves here. And so it could be that this person locked you out. I see locks here. So it could be they locked you out, but they're still stuck here. I feel like they are not healing, but I feel like they are trying to understand how they got here. They are trying to heal or want to heal. I feel like they are at the bottom of this well. This was a wishing well. They had a wish, but they hit rock bottom when it came to that wish. But you see that there is still a light here, okay? Which indicates there is a way up and out of that well. There is a way, excuse me, there is still a way to get that wish, okay? But the well indicates that perhaps this person is going to have to work hard to do that, to accomplish that. I feel like all of this work is internal, most of it. You know what they say. If you're unhappy with your outer world, and they are, clearly, then they must look inward, but maybe they're not seeing. Look at all the locks. I kid you not. Look at the locks. Oh my God. And so when it comes to love, I see that one of them is in the shape of a heart here. And two, I feel like when it comes to love, I feel like they've kind of locked it out. They need healing, and that healing is going to begin within them. There's an imbalance in this person that they need to see in order to get out of that well. But they can do it because the sun is here. There is a lesson here because the Wheel of Fortune is here also. The opportunity is there. They're hanging in it, for goodness sakes. They're hanging in it. And so the opportunity is there, but they must see it. They must let it in. It's like they're locked into a certain mindset that is kind of blocking that wheel. I feel like there's all kinds of thoughts and feelings this person is having while they're there. I feel like it's very, very tempting. Maybe this is why they locked themselves there, because they're so very tempted by this love, by this connection, that they had to lock themselves here. And so this is their mindset. They have a certain mindset, the beliefs that they were raised upon, the experiences that they've had. They all created that mindset that they are in currently. Okay, so and are really influencing why they've got all these locks here. I feel like this person is hiding their emotions for you. You can clearly see that. But you can also see other things going on in this card. Look, this is somebody who's very emotional. I feel like maybe they could have been overly sensitive also. Look at the back of their chair. And you can see there's a net. There's all kinds of tools. They could have been thinking that maybe there was something going on here, something, maybe you were hiding something. And I feel like they're still thinking about these things because they're behind his chair. So he's carrying these thoughts about these things and they're stirring up his emotions, you know, these feeling of, oh, being trapped or being stabbed with the knife that's there. Feelings maybe of betrayal, possibly from the tools I see here. And that those thoughts, these are all thoughts that are he's carrying here in his emotions. You can see how they affect his emotions here. There's like a mountain, a wave. And so it's like all of these things are what's holding them here in this position. Ghosts of the past are holding them, preventing them from moving this to a better place, a calmer shore. Because this is the calmer shore, and this is what they're thinking of in their mind. It's what they're thinking of. It's what they desire. Okay, to uh, to sail away with you to a calmer shore. And this is them landing at the calmer shore. And this is what they're imagining. So they're dreaming this, okay, because it does fall on him and, you know, what's stirring up those feelings. So, and so he's landed at this calmer shore and there's all of this emotion in his mind about this vision that he has. And then the damper here is those swords. Those are ghostly passengers. So he thinks about moving it to a better place, but he's carrying ghosts. He's in other words, he's thinking what might go wrong. You know, what could go wrong? What would they be hiding? Would they be hiding something? So there's all kinds of, and so and this explains the locks because they're so afraid, you know. They need to make adjustments. Temperance is on top of them. If they ever want to get out of this well and get to the wish, or get back to the wish, they need to make adjustments. That's what temperance is saying, that something is out of balance and they need to make these adjustments. Well, the out of balance is in their thoughts. It has to do with the ghosts of the past, and those ghosts of the past are what's stirring up all of these feelings, all of those emotions. The moon is here, so feeling very emotional. Yeah. So worried about loss. I feel like they are still grieving over this loss. Um, I think that this person needs to swing their gaze inward. There's the high priestess underneath this, to find the missing information. Okay? Because she's missing information. And so the owls, that's why they're here. Owls is about communication with wisdom. It is about seeing through the dark. It is about seeing things in a new way, being able to look past and beyond those emotions to what's under it, what's at the root of it. Paying attention to the smallest little details along the way will give them insight into why they're feeling the way they are, why they've put all these locks on themselves and holding themselves there. And this goes back a long way because the Hierophant is here. You know, it's the things we see, hear, learn, experience ourselves that create the mindset that we're in. And so you can see where their emotions want to be. This is like the dream. Okay, this is the dream. And this is to go back to a time when we were crazy in love and everything was rosy, you know. But he's not doing it because the next card is the King of Cups reversed. There you go. So, but he dreams about it, he thinks about it, but he's not yet done it. Okay, he's going to have to start removing those locks. So the same king is a repeating figure in your reading, and that is the King of Cups. And they don't have to be a water sign because this can simply be an energy. They can take on the energy of this king. The world of truth in the reverse. So somebody lost hope, faith, direction, feeling lost. There was a breakup. They're not healing. Angry words were spoken. Somebody may have jumped the gun here, and you parted ways. Emotions were just very heavy. They could have reacted because of repressed emotions with the moon here. Subconscious fears having to do with the Hierophant. Okay, so knowing where they were coming from will help you to be able to digest what has happened and what is happening. Okay, with your person. You see, they really want to do this. You can see how they imagine everything from beginning to end. Because that's the beginning. This is where they come to you and extend their hand and say, please get in my boat. Let's take this to a better place. Let's take it over there to the star where my wish is sitting. Let's do that, right? But then when they get over to the island, then they start thinking all these negative thoughts. Well, what if this? What if that? What are they hiding? So you can see how the mind is working as well as the emotions. The emotions are right here. And he needs to bring these two into alignment if he wants to get out of that well. And he does. It's right here. He wants to get back that fish that jumped out of his cup. Okay? Or that he let jump out of his cup. He's not telling the truth. In the confidenza in the reverse, he's hanging back, hiding his feelings, not telling you how he feels. He may even not be admitting to himself how he feels, trying to deny how he feels to himself. So he'd be lying to himself. Look, there's that Ace of Swords stuck in the rock. So there's a conversation that ended badly between the two of you. He may keep, he's heavily burdened. Yeah, he keeps thinking about that. So he's heavily burdened by that conversation that you had. Okay, so that's playing a part in all of this, that conversation. And I think that it was that conversation that ended the relationship. Okay, and he's burdened wondering if there could be another chance. Well, there definitely could. Definitely. Definitely. But they're going to have to remove some of those locks and let you in. Let love in, you know. They're going to have to be willing to listen. I mean, communication's not just about talking. It's about listening and having the ability to listen, to understand, to discern what's true and what's false in a situation. It's, he's got the sun, he or she, whoever this is, you or them. You have the sun right on top of you. So there's the way. The sun is here and the sun is here in the backdrop. And so there is a way, there is a solution. And it can indicate the possibility of a good outcome if they're willing. Okay. And so before I read these, I have to go here. They're bringing me here, so I got to go here. I got to go where they take me. Otherwise, it gets confusing. But anyway, and so what they want to say here is that this person, there's a war going on between their head and their heart, and their head may not quite yet be willing to listen to what the heart says, but the heart's not going to give up. The heart's going to press them until it gets home here where it wants to go, to this very happy place in the Ten of Cups. So the heart is going to keep working on them. Okay, this is a future reunion, something very happy. Okay, so, and you have the Sun, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You've got a lot of cards here working in your favor and theirs. Okay, if you're waiting on this person, you will see a happy event here in the future. You may have to wait a little bit longer, but you will see it. And the reason you're waiting is because of the locks. Okay, so Knight of Wisdom in the reverse, and this is coming with this Three of Cups. And this is them not having the confidence, for this reunion. To reunite with somebody, I feel like they shut out, locked out, because there's a cup on the ground. So you may feel locked out, shut out by this person. Okay, so you would be feeling that energy. They're very conflicted over whether or not to send you a message, And there they are again. So your King of Cups is repeating 3 times in your reading. Okay, now they could be a water sign, or they could be taking on the energy of this king, which I have explained to you. He's hiding his feelings. And here in this final card in the future, he's pouring them out. He's actually pouring them out. And so he's conflicted about doing that. But you will get news from him. You will get news from him. I don't think he's going to just pour out his emotions, but I think that his heart wants him to. I think that that it does, but I think also that he will be trying to control this or have this under control. But he's definitely getting new information himself. As well, this leads to you getting new information down the line because it's progress, He goes from a page, there's a Page of Cups. He goes from a page to a king. So we know just from that there's growth here, emotional growth for this person. Look at them. Look at them. They keep going back to the time. That conversation where they ran out because they felt unable to work with you from whatever it was they learned or from whatever it was that was eating at them, and they weren't willing to compromise or listen or understand. Now see, they keep going back in their mind and they're looking at it and they're rethinking it. They're thinking it over and over and over again. And they still want this commitment, They still want it. They want a new beginning with you. You see, look at this card. They weren't ready in the past, for to open up about this, but they are going to be ready in the future, this card says. And so, oh my God, here's the reunion now. Okay, there's the reunion, and there it is. There it is. Together again. So it's not so far off. It's not so far off. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.